talked about using the Mongo CLI, and I'm going to pick up where we left off and show you how to write a JavaScript that uses some of these same commands to interact with the Mongo database. So I'm going to exit the Mongo CLI. I just did Control-C, and I'm going to show you what's in my directory here. I have a JavaScript file called datadump.js. I'm going to switch over to Visual Studio Code and show you what's in this file, datadump.js. Right here we have a command to print all of our databases. It's going to print it as JSON. Next, we're going to get our database, and we're going to update the name to be our database, which was mydb3, and store it as a variable called mydb. The next thing we're going to do is print all of the collections in mydb. So we're going to say mydb.getCollectionNames, store it as a variable called collections, and then print it as JSON. And the last thing we're going to do is say mydb.myCollection.find, and for each document inside of this collection, we're going to print the document as JSON. So if we go back to the command line now, I'm going to go through some of my previous commands to get back here, and I have this Mongo command, the same one we used to access the CLI, with an extra parameter. I'm specifying localhost, colon, and the port number that the server is running at. In my case, it's 2017, and then /test, which is the default server cluster name that Mongo gives you when you install. If any of this information is different, you should be able to just run the Mongo command by itself, and it should show you when the Mongo CLI first starts up. So I'm going to run this command, and I'm going to see that we print all of our databases. We have mydb3, and we print all of our collections. We have my collection, and we print the data in the collection. We have our data object here, the ID that Mongo gave us, and then the data that we inserted, which is just a key, hello, and a value world. And that's it. In the next video, we're going to talk about CRUD operations with Mongo, creating, deleting, updating different data. See you then.